Hello, Elle Tyson here. Today I'm going to take you through one of my course pages. So this particular course was called Discourse Analysis, and you'll see that I have just kind of the name of the course, not really the code or anything like that. It's a good idea after you graduate to make sure that you don't really have anything specific to your institution in there. Once you're graduated, it really doesn't matter kind of the code that the school used to describe your course. So instead of listing English and the numbers after it, I just called it discourse analysis. Now I have a little description of what the course was, what it meant to me. And then at the top, I have kind of the most important main research I did for the course. And I just did an excerpt of this paper because it's actually research that I still work with. So I didn't want to include the entire paper. So I just have like a few pages of the paper here. Then I have another project on here that I worked on. One thing with course pages that you want to make sure you don't do is you don't want to just drop an assignment in there without at least a little bit of explanation of what that assignment is. Too often we'll see students and they just have assignment after assignment, but no real kind of description or context for what that assignment is. So what I did with this one, I just explained it a little bit because part of the assignment was actually to do a reflection. So I actually have a pretty robust reflection as just part of the assignment. So I included that here before you actually get to the assignment part, which was to actually create the transcript. So this is the transcript that I created from a conversation that I had. I wanted to include the recording of the conversation, but the person who was part of the conversation didn't really put it on my page, so that's that. You know, when you get other people participating in your stuff, you have to be cognizant and respect what they want, so she didn't want the recording to be on my webpage. But that's fine. I have the transcript on there, and that was the main part of the assignment. So basically with course pages, you just want to make sure that you're always putting it into context. If you didn't have reflection as part of an assignment, you would want to write out a little bit more of a reflection to kind of show what you did with the project, what you got out of it, any skills you gained, anything that was a little bit difficult, anything like that. And then the last thing I'll leave you with is I felt like it was a little bit too black and white. So I just put on this particular theme, what's called a feature image at the top. So it just adds a little bit of color, a little bit of interest to the page.